This was quickly becoming one of those movies about which the rumors have been going around forever without anything concrete coming out. Finally, the teaser is out, so let's go and watch it. Hello people, welcome back to the channel. Before we get into the teaser, some news to share. The channel has crossed 50 subscribers, so thank you to every one of you who has subscribed, and also to everyone who keeps watching the videos, commenting and just sharing their views. Thank you to each one of you. I really appreciate it. Keep the views coming, keep sharing the videos. Let me know what you like and help make this channel better. Now, the name for this movie is pretty self-explanatory. Parmanu, the story of Pokhran. For the tiny minority of viewers who come from outside of India, Parmanu is the Hindi word for atom, and Pokhran is the atomic testing range in Rajasthan in the desert. So it's pretty self-explanatory. I can make a very good guess what it will be about. Let's go and watch the teaser and see what John Abraham is doing this time.
हिंदुस्तान के इतिहास में
At the stroke of the midnight hour, India will awake to life and freedom.
कुछ ऐसे दिन आए हैं जिन्हें स्वर्ण अक्षरों में लिखा गया है, लेकिन एक ऐतिहासिक मिशन इतिहास के पन्नों में ही खो गया।
It's time for India to become a nuclear state.
अब हम डर के शांत नहीं बैठेंगे, करके शांत बैठेंगे।
That's a good dialogue. Pretty much what was expected. Like I said, the clue is in the name, Parmanu, the story of Pokhran. It is about the nuclear tests that were conducted in 1998. The teaser seems quite realistic. The soldiers are dressed in the right kind of camouflage. Doesn't seem like a movie with a big budget. So John Abraham, I think, is the producer of this. He has picked up an interesting story, but I can see why not a lot of big producers will back this. But this will nonetheless be a very important story. India had already conducted its previous nuclear tests in 1974, but that came after the 1970 Treaty of Nuclear Non-Proliferation, which recognized 5 nuclear powers. There was a ban on any kind of nuclear tests after that. Now, India did defy that and conducted its first nuclear tests in 1974. So when the teaser says that it is time for us to become a nuclear power, I'm not sure how accurate that is. I don't know if that was because of a technicality around the tests or how big the test weapon was. So write down in the comments if you know more about that. I think it's very appropriate how they have put this event as a very important event in the history of independent India. I think I will take a little bit of an exception with putting the 1983 World Cup win up there with some of the other seminal events. Let's ignore that. The situation in 1998, for those who remember it, was very different to what it is right now. The economy wasn't as big. There was certainly more confidence in the economy after 1991, but the Indian economy was not as important to the world as it is right now. So to do this test in those circumstances, it was a very brave decision. It was a bold decision. So from what I know, there were attempts made previously just after 1991 to conduct more nuclear tests because of pressure from the other nuclear weapon states, from the UN, from the US. The tests were aborted at the last minute. But there was a lot of work that was done to prepare for any future tests. That included keeping on with the activities going on at Pokhran. What was published during the time of the test and immediately after it was that all of these activities, which carried on as normal from 1974 up until the nuclear tests were done in 1998, basically gave an impression to CIA that there was nothing unusual going on. So when in 1998 the tests were actually going to happen, the level of activity in the test range was no different to what it had been since 1974. So I think there was some clever work done to make sure that the tests could go ahead, and credit must be given to a lot of people who would never be named. There were also some stories around APJ Abdul Kalam traveling in army fatigues, in army trucks, without any sort of special arrangements. It's a very important event in the history I will be very happy to see this story being adapted for the big screen. Let me know your thoughts. Give me some comments about the story and what you remember of those times, and how important do you think this event was. Until next time, bye-bye.